Thought we had a pretty decent start, and then we allowed for Perth to stay in it and the crowd to be effective, and then they sort of grew a little bit, and before you know it, we were chasing our tails in the middle part, and I thought I was disappointed at halftime of where we were at, things that we had given up, and spoke to the boys about it, and I thought clearly it was good to see the fight and get back in front. Normally we get close to the scoreline to being tied, but we never get over the hump. We got back in front, and I think as that last patch happened, we sort of teetered out. We got a little tired. We allowed them to get some easy buckets and some easy looks, which obviously keeps pressure on us.
You work on the boards and in the paint the past couple of times against Perth were terrific, and led, particularly the last time out, led could win the difference tonight. What was the difference, you thought?
Well, I mean, I like to think that our mindset, I think our mindset, I mean, we had a pretty good week, I like to think, and coming into the game, I thought we'll have a good start, but as the game took place, I think it sort of doing it, and I was a little upset about that and let them know, but overall, like, players make plays, and again, they stood up and made some big plays. Everyone on their team stood up and had their moment and shine.
11 points up, and then they knocked it off like that, really. How difficult was it for you to control them at that point when you had the lead, and then they just started searching back in?
It's basketball's a game of runs. You hear that a lot, you know. So you get 3 shots from the 3-point line. Like, I got a guy here who can go make 9 out of 10. So, you know, it's how do you take that away? And if you overhelp, you can go and give something up on the other side. So people can get hot. It's more of how do you control that? You got to make sure you execute at the other end of the floor. So take the air out, and then obviously come back and tighten up a few things on the defensive end. And I think our communication wasn't great throughout the game, and obviously played into their hands.
Maybe 20 down and hit the lead in a few minutes. It's sort of like they say momentum changed everything. Do anything significantly different once you got 20 down?
Well, Alex came in, and I thought he played a great role for us. Wiz was sick, you know, and when you're sick, it's got next man up. You know, praising for his efforts and coming in and contributing and being ready and locked in. I thought Torrey came in, made some big shots. Again, his energy and effort, his strength around the basket to be able to hit, knock down some shots and be able to slide his feet. I thought he did a good job, and again, came back to, you know, we took some poor shots, which led to a few points and a few more breakdowns. And as I said, if our communication I thought was better, I think we would have been able to dig ourselves out of and come away with a win.
Is it hard to communicate when his joints go as bananas? Is it actually lost tonight?
I mean, yeah, but I just think that's an excuse to use. I think it's just what he said. Our communication was poor for whatever reason. I don't know. It's obviously hard to just pinpoint an exact reason. I don't think it was a noise issue. I just think no one was really talking to the level that we needed to, and obviously it hurt us.
Be a pretty good feeling in Roos over the past 2 or 3 weeks. Been playing good basketball. How do you take what you take from this game now after losing, making sure that you jump back before, I think you've got Tasmania next week?
Yeah, I think it's kind of what just CJ's been talking about. I don't think, it wasn't an X's and O's or, a game plan loss. It was more of just the effort plays. Offensive rebounds obviously killed us. Second chance points, a lot more field goal attempts, things like that. So when you give a talented offensive team, multiple chances, obviously your chances of, falling behind get higher. So we just got to get back to the drawing board, get back to the basics, and clean up the rebounds. And we had a stretch, I don't know what quarter it was, but we had a lot of turnovers too. Just control those 2 things, and I think we'll be on the other end.
So hard game to prepare for when you've got a team who eventually you're going to hit straps that are struggling offensively. Does it add something different to try and prepare to? You don't know what you're going to get?
No, I think everyone comes out like we're all desperate to win games and continue to win and build momentum. It's more of who's willing to do the basketball 101 things. That's how this game is played. Like, you look across the board, like anyone can beat everyone, and we'll shift and we'll move around, and you guys will tell your stories about how this is going, but executing in the half court, I guess for the scouting for every club here, I think everyone does a pretty good job. Then it will come down to the players making plays and decision, and this is why you have guys like Bryce Cotton and Trey Kill and DJ and all these guys around the league that we talk about as stars and how they make big plays, but the basketball one-on-one, in between the lines, it will come down to who has heart, who has energy, and who can do the little things in the basketball one-on-one to get the win. And that tonight, that was Hiram Harris. All good? Thank you.